It's time for Using Public Transit with Jess. Hey, that's me. So you want to go somewhere, but you don't drive, and your sister's too busy to give you a lift. You could get an Uber, but these days that's probably not such a good idea. So how are you going to get there? No, you need a pretty big sled team to pull that off, and lots of snow. Uh, Didn't that crazy YouTube lawyer do a whole video explaining why that's illegal a while back? I hate to say it, but your best bet is public transit, the bus and metro. But you're in luck. Unlike a lot of things I try to do in a video, this is something I know how to do. I've been riding the metro and the bus by myself for 30 years. I'm what you call an expert, so there's no possible way I could screw this up. The first thing you need is a place you want to go. No, not unless you have a few $1 billion lying around that I don't know about. Do you really expect your audience to buy that you don't know how to get to the comic store on the bus? When you aren't home, that's the first place people think to check. The zoo? That could work. But how do you get there? And more importantly, public transit works on a schedule. How do you know when to be at the place you need to be to get your ride? It's not like a ride share where the vehicle and driver come to you. When did you move to the 19th century? Well, that's one way to do it, but you could be waiting 5 minutes, you could be waiting an hour. Ding! Even mediocre cities like DC and Baltimore have some sort of tool on their website to help you find a route. You put your starting point in box A and your destination in box B. Presto, you have one, if not multiple routes to get you where you're going. You just have to pick the fastest way. It turns out the zoo is a great choice because it allows us to use not one, but two forms of transportation, the bus and the metro. We'll start with the bus for two reasons. One, it's the first one we use, so it just makes sense. And two, in this case, it's the trickier one. Why? What do you mean, why? I live near a bus stop, but I'm nowhere near the end of the line. That means I have to be careful and make sure that I'm on the proper side of the street. See this bus stop I'm standing at? If I got on this bus, I'd end up heading the opposite direction to somewhere that isn't the metro station. So yeah, check your directions and make sure you're on the right bus. This is the stop I need. Now I know that masks are no longer required, but I'm gonna wear mine anyway. But we skipped a step. Okay, packing a picnic for a trip to the zoo isn't the worst idea in the world, but I was thinking, no, but Jess's first rule of travel is always go before you go. What I was really thinking was you gotta be able to pay the fare. Yes, you can pay cash, but around these parts, that means paying each and every time you get on the bus or train, and that kinda sucks. Again, most cities and suburbs have a swipe card system. You put money on the card, you swipe it at the machine, and you're good to go. Hopefully whoever borrowed my Smart Trip card put money on it. If not, I can always add the amount needed. You should always pay attention when you're on the bus. With all the noise and jostling around, it's easy to get off at the wrong stop. Most of the time, the gap between stops is about half a block. Sometimes it can be as much as a mile. That's a long walk. Because I'm going to the metro station, I don't have to worry about that. It's the end of the line. The bus pulls into the station and I just get off. Then I go to the machine to check my card, just to make sure I have enough for a round trip. Better make sure that it's enough for one standard trip and one rush hour, just to be on the safe side. If the money isn't there, I can just add a little bit more. Then I go to the turnstile and up to my train. At most train stations, this would get tricky because, much like the bus, trains go both directions. But I'm a true suburbanite. My town is at the end of the line for metro, so I just have to get on board. What I do have to worry about is... No, they're annoying, but you can handle them. What? No, just no! What you really have to worry about is getting so distracted that you get off at the wrong stop, getting so wrapped up in whatever book you're reading that you lose track of where you are, or worst of all, falling asleep on the train. What do you mean last time you fell asleep on the train you saw Bigfoot attacking? Never mind, I don't want to know. After that, it's pretty easy. Just wait for the automated computer voices to read off the names of the stations until you get where you're going. Easy as pie. Now an afternoon of walking and talking and squawking with the animals can begin. What do you mean you know a secret I don't? You're a metaphorical construct of some part of my psyche and not even the smart part of me. How could you possibly... Fine, just tell me what it is. Cleveland Park? Why would I want to get off there? It's farther from the zoo than Woodley Park, which has the zoo as an alternate stop name for the station. Oh, wait, I see. It's a farther distance away, but it's downhill, so it's a faster walk. I'll keep that in mind if I had any intention of making a going to the zoo with Jess video. I have no idea what my next video is going to be, but the next one in this series is going to be... That can't be right. Going to the zoo with Jess? If you liked this video, please hit like and subscribe. Leave a comment, and if you want to see this channel grow, visit patreon.com/parodyerrorfilms and become a patron today.